Hey, everybody, fire up the old General Electric black and white portable. Jack Henke Show is back on the air. That's the best way to watch the show, I hear, is on the old General Electric black.
That barely looks portable.
There's no handle. I didn't see a handle anyway. It was supposed to be portable. If you could take it in different parts of your house. Do you have one of these? It's like, I remember it was big when the Messerman household.
That almost looks colored.
That's a black and white.
But that's black and white?
I had that one. I had that exact model. It was black and white. Yeah, absolutely.
Those things were heavy. Yes. I don't remember that exact model, but I remember a black. We bought it in college. We chipped in and bought a black and white TV.
Chipped in. Pass around the hat. We need a black and white TV.
Oh, man. Sold a few drugs and off we went.
There you go.
Save the day. But my kid, my kids never heard of black and white TVs. They can't imagine such a thing.
I mean, the idea even of being able to, I remember my brother started doing this first. He was just like, wait, this TV is smaller and there's a handle on it. I could take it in my room and watch television alone away from the family. What a gift.
Yeah, we used to fight in the college house. We used to fight over that TV because at night you'd put it on when you're going to bed, and it would go to that static white noise when the programming stopped. It was like easy to go to. We were like ahead of our time with the white noise thing that people are paying big bucks now for.
Exactly. Yeah, you had to listen to the national anthem first, but then you got your white noise.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning to another broadcast day.
Exactly.
But here we are on the show
in Cedarburg. Got a lot of things going on in Cedarburg.
We do, but let's play the theme first. Let's have that going on. Boom.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
I love the boner boing at the end. Hey, Buster Keaton.
Yeah, the general big movie.
Are you a fan of his?
I mean,
I just saw one clip. It was pretty amazing physically what he did.
Oh, what he did is insane. I mean, he should have been dead like 16 times over. But for silent film comedy stars, I like Harold Lloyd better.
The guy on the clock.
The guy on the clock, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I liked his movies better, but Buster Keaton. I mean, it was a total groundbreaking, stuff. The Generals is big. That's the one with the runaway train and Civil War. It's great.
I just saw like a clip that was of where he was trying to get a woman by showing he was dorky or something, but he was doing all these jumping over hedges and just crazy stuff. And then he dove through did like a pole vault with a tool he found. It was went into a window it was just crazy stuff.
Oh, that stuff is all crazy. And I remember showing my son some of that stuff and him saying, boy, the CG is, I'm like, Zach, no, this is all one shot. A maniac is doing this.
Exactly.
He could die.
And to that point in Singing in the Rain, that duo dance that those two did.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy.
It is.
Right?
It is. It's, it's good stuff. I think the Oriental in Milwaukee has a Buster Keaton film coming up with organ accompaniment. So that's kind of cool. If you can see a silent movie on the big screen with live music, that's actually a cool experience.
You've done that?
Not with a Buster Keaton film. I did it with, what did I see? Was it Metropolis? Maybe Metropolis or Nosferatu. One of those two. Big, yeah.
Did you see the new Nosferatu?
I did.
And?
Oh, God.
Is it good? It was crazy. The trailer was crazy.
It's great. It's an unpleasant kind of experience. I sort of felt like a trapped dog at one point where I'm enjoying the film, but I'm like, I want to be here anymore. It's just so much. It's so much pestilence and dread and
gore.
The audio.
Right?
What's that?
Gore too. I mean, right?
Not the worst I've seen. No, not really. That director doesn't exactly lean into gore much. I mean, it's a vampire movie, so there's going to be blood,
Right.
but not a ton. It's not like just drenched in. It's just dread. It's just constant mounting. It was great. I mean, it's a great film, but as a fun little jaunt to the movies as entertainment, I don't know, maybe not. But it's great. It's well
I
done.
saw a movie that I thought was great, and I want to go see. I might go see it again tonight. It was entertaining, but not fun, I guess. A Complete Unknown.
No, it's up at the Rivoli, which,
yeah.
by the way, that's a little bit of history. I don't know if it's the first, but it's one of the only R-rated movies they've ever played.
That's R? That's not R.
Oh, is it not? I thought it was.
Not R.
Okay.
At least I shouldn't say that.
Let me
I
take a
can't
look
think of a
here.
reason it would be, because there was hardly any language. There was a little
Okay.
bit. There was no smut, no
It's
sex.
R. It's R.
What? For
It
what?
is R. I'll tell you. Let's see here. Language.
Oh, pfft.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Come on.
It's not like Jerry and Alice aren't yelling those things across the theater at each
Oh
other,
my
right?
God. That's pathetic.
Yeah, it's R.
But
It's rare. It's rare that would be the case.
I loved it.
Nice.
I want to see it.
I'll get around to it.
I got Margot to go with me the first time. I said, "Hey, it's at the River," and she's like, "I'm not going again." So she was
Okay.
there wasn't enough going on for her.
Maybe she just preferred different movie company.
It's just crazy. Did you ever see the Dylan movie that who's Scorsese did?
I did. That I watched. The road home.
Yeah.
or something?
How was that?
It's good. I mean, it's long,
It's,
but I did it over a period. It's you can break it up and watch it.
I just saw a clip of that. It looked pretty crazy.
It's excellent. No, I mean that actually. I mean, you come away with a pretty good, education on what Bob Dylan is all about.
I just saw a bit where he was talking to Joan Baez, and it was pretty funny. The two of them.
Oh yeah. They had a really interesting kind of love-hate thing going on. I don't know if they cover that in the movie.
Yeah.
Much, but, oh, did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a complicated relationship, I guess, is the right
Yeah.
word for it.
And it's only
aren't
like
they all?
3 or 4 years out of his life. It's not.
That's a smart way of doing it. I hate sometimes it's hard to watch biography films that try to cover everything in 2 hours, and it's just rush. So I mean, it's nice that they actually
Yeah.
focus.
I liked it a lot. I don't know if it's up for any awards.
Yeah. Mr. Chalamet is definitely up for acting, and I think the director, and I think even best picture, it's up. Yeah, it's got the works. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna win, but
what's gonna win? What were your surprises? The
Well,
Oscar things.
no surprises, but the Directors Guild Award was handed out last week, I think, and they gave it to the director of Anora, and so that's always that sometimes bodes to what that movie's gonna do at the Oscars. So,
You like that one?
I liked it a lot. I definitely liked it. It was be one of the dirtier movies that have ever won an Oscar, but that's okay. I think Last Tango in Paris did well too with the X-rated movie with Brando. So it's a long history of skin.
What's a religious one that you liked? You saw this year.
The Jazz Singer.
This is up for a lot of awards this year.
Oh, religious one.
No, it's not. Yeah,
Conclave.
Conclave.
That's excellent. That was a really well done movie. That was great.
It's religious, right? It's based. Well, it's not religious. It's based on people in religion, right?
Yes, yeah, a bit of with all the nuns and deacons, there was Catholics everywhere in that movie. So yes, religion is the right word.
I got a great nun joke, but
I've heard it, and that's for a different show.
They wouldn't allow it at the Rib.
No, it's a family
Jerry and
hour.
Alice might frown.
They might frown on that. Conclave does something at the end. I mean, I'm not going to give it away, but it's rare that I'm floored by an ending, and that ending.
Were you floored by The Usual Suspects?
Yes. Yeah,
100%. Was that kind of floored?
Yes, that actually is a very good analogy. That is that kind of flooring, because it's a double whammy. They use one thing and it's like, wow, I'm surprised, and then they add something on top of that. And you're like, okay, I went from surprise to shock. Yeah. I think there were Catholics sitting next to us when we were watching it, and they left as the second reveal was happening in an absolute Catholic huff.
Oh, good. Nothing better than a Catholic huff. There's no huff like a Catholic huff.
I tell you.
Like
paper bag with glue, right?
Yeah.
So there we go.
Catholic huff. You just made me think of something else.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, speaking of religion, because you're always speaking about that stuff
Constantly.
my next Substack is going to be on comparing Thanksgiving and the Super Bowl, because
The comparisons are apt.
I mean, people are more religious about the Super Bowl than they are about Thanksgiving. I would think.
Well,
Thanksgiving's not really.
worshiping pilgrims is kind of boring.
Yeah.
I'd love to see pilgrims on the grid, though.
Yes.
Puritans ramming into each other. Come on.
Puritans.
Sign me up.
What team, if there was a logo of the Puritans, what city would that be from?
Newburgh.
Damn, leave Newburgh alone. They have more fun. But, if you, let me ask you this. You're not a football guy. I mean, you
No.
like it. You're like, Did you watch it?
No, not even a stitch. I didn't see one ad. Not that I was against. I'm not against the Super Bowl or anything.
Yeah,
It's just,
I know. You're just not like, you won't make time for it.
And my football thing is funny because I find baseball much more interesting to watch on television, and football fans like, you're out of your mind. But for me, it's just little dots on the screen, whereas baseball has drama. I never feel drama in football. I guess there might be some. I hear maybe. I guess AJ would be all over me on this one. Maybe we should have AJ on today, I guess, for the post Super Bowl.
Well, his favorite is basketball. That's his favorite.
Which I can get into. Actually, basketball's funny. I didn't watch a lot of that as a kid. I was, again, very baseball centric. But when the Bucks
Howard was such a baseball guy.
Yeah, and that's exactly. So it was just one of those things. But he liked it all. I mean, he was a big Big Ten football guy. Loved his Badgers. I mean, even though they asked him to leave.
Kind of like Robert De Niro in Silver Linings Playbook from the stadium.
Yes. But basketball, when the Bucks were having their big run a couple of years ago, I started tuning in for the playoff games that were on, just regular. And oh my God, I became one of those sports fans shrieking at the television, and I was way too invested. And I told my son at the time, I was like, not my son at the time. He's still my son. I told Zach, I haven't demoted him yet. But I told Zach, I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I have high blood pressure. So basketball, I get it now. I get why people like it. I just don't think I'm wired for it. I get invested in the game. I can't do it.
If you think baseball is dramatic, your wiring is probably not suited for much.
No. Well, that's why I love it. Play a little, rest a lot.
You're more of a NASCAR guy.
I loved right field, man. That was my favorite position.
but the Super Bowl, would you rather go to a Super Bowl party? Because Super Bowl is all about food.
Yeah,
or
to
someone's house for Thanksgiving.
Ooh,
You
is
like Thanksgiving.
tough.
You like turkey. A lot of people don't like
do.
turkey.
Yeah, no. I mean, some people see turkey as gamey and pokey, and
I don't even
all
gamey,
that's true.
but dry. I hear a lot of dry.
Well, they're not making it right.
I know. So
don't go to an amateur Thanksgiving dinner. Go to a professional.
I contend that more people would rather go to a good Super Bowl party, knowing that there's going to be food, even if the game stinks. People don't care.
Yeah, no.
Than Thanksgiving, even though Thanksgiving has the bonus of most people, not all, most people have off the next day. Nobody has off after the Super Bowl unless they plan ahead. And the Super Bowl's on a Sunday night, and you're like, a lot of people, if you watch it and you watch the whole thing and you party, you're dragging on Monday. But I think people would still choose a Super Bowl party.
It's possible, although I don't think pie is part of the Super Bowl dinner equation. It could be. There's no reason why it wouldn't be, but pie seems to be innate in Thanksgiving.
All right, you got one vote for pie.
One. I'll give you 20 votes for pie if you want.
Yeah, but
the pie factor is big for me.
But Super Bowl parties always have tons of desserts that are all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I saw at the Piggly Wiggly in Saukville, they had one of those giant chocolate chip cookie type things.
Cookie, they call them cookie cake.
Sure, I mean
that's our friend Jeremiah's favorite dessert.
It's pretty great. I like it too. There's a strange oil at the bottom of those that makes me very happy.
He says it's weird. I like them better than cookies. I don't know why.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, he would have liked this one because the geniuses in the Piggly Wiggly bakery department put a frosted chocolate football the middle of the cookie cake. So, and I mean, it wasn't like some sort of hollow. No, it was like if you cut into it, you're dealing with like a 3 inches of icing before you strike cookies. So, I approved of that.
Did you take it? Did you purchase
I didn't
it?
take it. I paid for it.
Oh, you did. And was it good? Was it as good as you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, it was better.
See, you had your own Super Bowl party. You didn't even watch it.
Daily.
I also, this is a question for, you're not, a religious football fan.
No.
My ultimate question would be, given the choice between a free pass into heaven, if there is such a thing,
going religious again. More conclave shit here. Okay.
or having your team win the Super Bowl, which would you choose?
Well, let us not lose sight of the fact that I am Jewish, and so I get a free pass anyway. Being chosen and everything. Well, this is why we're roundly loathed by just about everybody. I'd have to apply that to baseball, and I could, because all I have to do is look at our own beloved and maligned Milwaukee Brewers,
right,
who have, the World Series victory has eluded our grasp forever. And the same question: free pass into heaven or Brewers World Series victory?
Which would you choose?
The fact that I'm hesitating actually is kind of telling, isn't it? Part
of the gamble is you don't know if there's a heaven, right?
Well, yeah, and if there is, those who profess that they have a free pass aren't people I'd want to hang out with.
Right.
All right. And I've been told by many that being Jewish and not accepting a certain someone into my heart, I'm not going anyway. So I'm like, well, then the rest of my family is there down there too, and then I won't be lonely. So yeah, that's a complicated question you're posing. I mean, it's an ethical dilemma.
Not really.
Okay, well, what about you? You sound pretty easy here.
I'd take Super Bowl or the World Series, either one.
Yeah, but you're a man of the cloth.
Yeah, because I guess that's cheating because I know I'm in.
Yes. Or as they said in the movie Contact with Matthew McConaughey, after he and Jodie Foster chased each other around the bedroom, and he was a reverend too. A minister, whatever, and he referred to himself as a man of the cloth without the cloth.
Oh, I like that.
So that was interesting.
I like that a
lot. So yes. Well, there you go. Excellent.
All right. Well, we got Dr. Ben coming up.
We do
talking all good things about living, not just living. Calls it not lifespan; it's health span. You don't just live; you live well. And I'm incorporating more of his things into life.
I had a cookie cake with a chocolate football on it. I see what you're saying here.
I grilled for the first time. I grilled turkey burgers last night.
I love turkey burgers.
Well, the seasoning is the key, and the all-time best turkey burgers in the history of the world are at Whistler's in Cedarburg.
I didn't know that.
Oh my God!
Okay,
if you never had one there. You ain't living.
Okay,
yeah, I'd take that over heaven. Two.
They're going to use that in their ad slicks now. Jack Henke says, "I'll take their turkey burgers over heaven." And, drawing off Jamie draw you with a plate of turkey burgers going.
And Mike's wife, Terry, was a teacher at First Emmanuel, so she's a Lutheran.
Oh, so she knows that those turkey burgers in heaven are in neck and neck.
Yes.
All right. Can you get cheese on those things, or do you got to eat them with,
Oh, you could. I wouldn't. You don't need
You wouldn't?
No.
We're in Wisconsin, and you said you don't need cheese. Okay.
No. Do you put cheese on apple pie?
No. Yuck.
I know.
Good God.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Yes, me too.
Those people are probably going to heaven, those who do that. Again, I don't want to.
All right. Real quickly.
Yes.
This weekend, Winter Festival.
Oh, fun. Yes.
Cedarburg. Are you a goer or a not goer?
Yeah, that one doesn't get overrun exactly, so I would go, and I like to see people hammering away on blocks of ice. That's kind of amusing, and I like it. It's cool.
Will you be in town? Will you walk through there? Will you avoid it?
No, I'd walk through. That's again the one festival. Two. I like German Fest and I like Winter Fest. So those two work for me.
They got a thing. This year they got a new event.
Oh yeah.
on Sunday. I
Okay.
don't know if you've heard about it. I
Mm-mm.
heard someone outraged about it.
Already?
Outrageous.
Oh.
It's a wonderful thing when you see someone outraged. And from 12 noon on Sunday to 2 p.m. in the community gym, there's
Mhm.
going to be a granny impersonator bingo.
I need more. None of that made sense to me. what does that mean exactly?
I think it means they're going to have somebody in drag dressed like a granny calling out the numbers.
And this is a draw.
Well, I don't know. I'm just telling you, I heard it this morning. I looked it up, and sure enough,
Granny impersonator bingo.
Yeah, and they don't have any details. I'm on the website. I don't see any details for that. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff. They're doing the ice carving. That's on Saturday, 8:30 to 2.
The bed races are big. I know.
Vendor market. Yeah. I don't think they had this before. Foxtown barbecue from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That sounds like something
That's
up
good.
your alley.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't touch that stuff.
I don't touch. I just eat it.
Inhale it. Those
Yeah.
food trucks are going to have,
Of course.
Bed race is 1:30 p.m. on Saturday. I would think is the creek frozen? I think so.
It's got to be pretty thick.
It's been cold
and pretty crisp. I would think so.
Yeah.
And if not, then they become twice as entertaining. So it's fine.
And then they do the Lions had that iceberg open, which doesn't appeal to me, but a lot of people like it, playing golf out in the snow.
Oh yeah, they've always it's fun to look at for a few minutes, but then do they do the they used to do a softball game too. I actually was involved with that once.
I don't see that.
Bummer. That was actually that's fun to watch because you can't do it. I mean, the ball obviously doesn't roll. You hit it, it goes. It's a mad scramble and fishing in the it's
whole
great.
Thing doesn't sound that great to me. Everybody likes different stuff.
It was a handicapped enough softball game that I actually was on par with everyone else for a change.
God.
Something's weird here. Messerman doesn't suck.
That is weird. And then Saturday night there's a Winter Festival Hawaiian Luau.
Now I saw that. That sounds like fun.
Community gym dinner buffet from Onokine Grinds Hawaiian Market. I don't know how to pronounce it.
No.
Entertainment by Nahale Studios, Polynesian dancers. A drink ticket for the Tiki Bar, cash bar available, and souvenir cup. Dancing by DJ Tim. I don't think DJ Tim is a granny impersonator though. And contests and prizes.
This is my scene. Everything about this is oh yeah.
Your
a luau in the middle of winter is just in Cedarburg. That's I
$35.
That's
All
not
to
bad.
be had by especially buffet. You in a buffet.
Don't get me started.
It's not the starting that it's getting you to end it.
Pulling me away. They actually traditionally just issue a restraining order at that point.
There are people behind you.
The guy's like a speed bump.
Oh man.
Well, I do want to check that out. I saw that and I thought I'm going to see if I can make plans around that because that could be fun. Yeah, I'm going to check the luau thing because and I have a Hawaiian shirt at home, just one. But,
what a shocker! Are you?
I'm part of the Thurston Howell the Third.
I'm afraid to ask. Are you going solo to pick up a chick, or are you gonna go with someone?
We'll see. Well, anyone in the sound of my voice who happens to be female. Cedarburg Public Library upstairs, information desk.
In the past, did the Fiends already have their used book sale? I think they did.
All right. I'm slow. Thank you. I forgot. It's right now. Today's the first day. Game on.
Is it?
It's
I was going to say because they always have it during Winterfest.
You got it. Yeah. It's
great place to go take a leak and look at books.
I'm getting a little tired of cleaning off the rim here, Jack. Didn't need you to mention that. But anyway, yes, massive sale, DVDs and fiction, nonfiction, coffee table books, whatever you want. It's here, and it's a big one this time. Inventory is completely dependent on how many donations they get, in the interim, and donations have been flowing very well. So the stock we're well loaded. We're top loaded. So come on down. Good. It's cheap. It's cheap. $1 or $2 or whatever you want to do. So.
Speaking of donations, Mr. Bob's needs winter clothes big time. They need thermal underwear. They need jeans for men's and women's. They need winter jackets and gloves. For a while, they were overloaded with things. So they didn't have collections on Monday nights, but Monday nights are back open.
Okay.
So if you can, please think about it. Monday from 4 to 6, that's tonight, and then Thursday from 5 to 7
Mhm.
are collection times for Mr.
Yeah.
Bob's. I know that I've seen a lot on the socials that they're in need of winter stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That's I think we're getting some winter this week. I saw some snowflakes heading our way on Wednesday and Friday. So,
Perfect for the
yeah, no, it's great. I mean, absolutely. So cool. All right. Well, we will kick things over to you and Doc Ben.
Yep.
And
he's been on a roll. He's been feisty, man. He's just well, surprise. He's charged up. What a shocker, right?
Well, he keeps eating healthy, and he's got all that energy. He needs to do what we're doing, and have a football cookie cake every now and then.
Oh man, you'd put him over the edge.
I hope to. I hope one of these days I'll pop on. But cool. We have. Are we going to do an interview with potential CPAC?
The Barricade Boys?
Yeah,
they're coming next Saturday. Yes, our friend Helen Lucas from the CPAC board is setting up a thing with the Barricade Boys. Hang on. Let's just do one thing here, because I want to talk about what they do, what kind of music, because there's still tickets available.
Yeah.
Sons of Serendip, we had them on. They were awesome.
We did. Yeah, that was fun. Did you go to the Suns concert then?
Oh yeah, I did. I loved it.
Didn't.
It was fantastic.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
They talk about talent. That guy who we had on was just okay. The Barricade Boys. They look like.
They do like a boy band thing or something?
Yeah, direct from London's West End.
Oh.
Barricade Boys are taking the world by storm with an electrifying show that will have you tapping your feet, belting out your favorite tunes, and grinning ear to ear. From the heart-wrenching emotion of Les Mis to the toe-tapping harmonies of the Jersey Boys. I was going to say...
Oh, so they're doing show tunes.
It looks like a Jersey Boys thing. They're kind of all in the suits. They're taking a musical journey like no other, throwing a mix of the greatest pop, rock, swing, and Motown hits of all time. The
Everything. Boy, they're like...
will create the ultimate party musical mashup.
They're essentially the FM dial in one band. So
these 4 superstar performers will also share hilarious and inspiring stories from their time on stage during the world tour, and also in some of the biggest shows ever, including Wicked, Billy Elliot, The Phantom of the Opera, Sound of Music. So it sounds like you said like a show tunes, but with some pop mixed in.
Yeah,
kind of a
sounds like fun.
Yeah. Cool. If you like music.
Excellent. Yeah. So we'll hopefully have someone from that outfit on this week, I suppose, since they're coming on Saturday. So we better.
And when are you gonna when you edit together the pieces? I gotta go. What's our schedule though?
Hopefully Monday night at 7.
Okay.
Lord willing. All right. It's been a good show.
Yep. See ya.
Go make money. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. There we go. We're out.